Are you feeling stuck in a cycle of self-doubt and you're like questioning your worth? Well, if you are, you're not alone. And today we're tackling a feeling that many of us encounter, especially in challenging times. It's the imposter syndrome. Yeah, this might hit harder if you've been out of work, like laid off or underemployed, even if you're stepping into a new role or just taking on some challenging new projects. Understanding that it's a shared experience and understanding it is the first step to ever overcoming it. It's that voice questioning your worth when you're striving to get your career back on track. It's that voice that questions your capabilities when you're walking into brand new responsibilities. And it's that voice that says you're not good enough and that you're going to be found out. So let's talk about silencing that voice and embracing our successes, right? Right. Imposter syndrome, it can affect anyone, regardless of your achievements. It strikes when you're stepping into roles or you're taking on challenging projects. It strikes during job loss or just being in a role that really doesn't match your skills. That can also really impact how we see ourselves. And it's normal to question your abilities when you're in those seasons, but it is important to remember your worth is not defined by your employment status. So let's talk about reframing your mindset to get that negative self talk out of your head. Keep in your mind that being laid off or underemployed, it doesn't reflect your skills and it doesn't reflect your potential. Think about keeping a success journal, a journal of achievement, positivity tracker, whatever you want to call it. This is where you're going to record not just your job related achievements, but those personal successes too. Really think about doing that. And don't underestimate the power of community and the power of fellowship. Sharing your feelings with friends that you trust or mentors that you trust, that's super powerful and it can be super affirming to you in this current season. You might need to be in a connect group. Also, remember that it's okay to feel unsure sometimes. But what's important is that not letting those feelings hold you back. And I'm talking to both of us. So let's embrace our achievements. Let's remind ourselves of our hard work and so that we know that we deserve success. So as you work towards your next career move, remember that every step you take forward is progress. Those steps being small or large, set a small achievable goal each day. That's going to help you get your confidence back up. Learning a new skill, doing a different type of networking, or even just applying to more jobs and acknowledge what you're doing because these small strides are strides to get you back on track. It might be a time in this season to explore something that you've considered doing in the past that you put off. But if you're anything like me, you might feel guilty of having fun in these challenging times and doing something that you put off. But what I've learned to do is schedule my week in advance. And in scheduling my week in advance, I schedule R&R and I schedule the fun stuff. I schedule rest and relaxation in advance. Schedule in some of those things that you put off. Facing imposter syndrome, especially after job loss, is tough, but it's not insurmountable. And it's okay to feel unsure sometimes. It's normal. You are more resilient than you think. Thank you for tuning in. And if you face these challenges, I hope this discussion has helped you. And if nothing else, I hope to help you to feel that you're not alone and equipped you to move forward. And as we come to the end of this chat today on navigating imposter syndrome during challenging career phases, I want to leave you with a poll. This poll will be at the end of this video or in the description of this video. I'd like to hear from you. What's your go-to strategy for overcoming feelings of doubt and overcoming imposter syndrome? How do you handle it? Hmm? Your response could help all of us learn. We could learn from each other's experiences. So share below. And also share a positive affirmation that's helped you through tough times. It could be anything like, I am capable, I am resilient, or my value goes beyond my job title. Whatever you use, let's create a chain of positivity. And I'll start by sharing my positive affirmation in the comments below. Just know that you're not alone. And we can support each other through these interactions. So I look forward to reading your positive affirmation. And you can check for mine.